Hi everyone, thanks very much for deciding to watch my very first YouTube video for my channel, which is called Next Step Running. On this particular episode, this intro episode, we're going to talk about positivity, consistency and mindset. Hi all, so just to give you a bit of context about who I am, my name's Martin, I'm 40 years old, I have a wife, 2 children, I work full time. Life is busy enough without thinking about, getting out that run every day or getting in that speed session or feeling like you should have went out a run but you didn't go out a run. I only started running about 4 or 5 years ago. Thinking back now, I think it was February 2016 I done my first park run. So just thinking about that, I think I got a time of about 25 minutes, which is not too bad, but all these things are relative. I'm still not the fastest runner in the world. I'm not going to be breaking 35 minutes for 10k anytime soon. My goal for next year is to break 18 minutes for 5k. I'm almost there, just need a wee push. So from 25 minutes for park run down to 18, and I think when I first started running I could do a 10k in about 53, 54 minutes, and now I can do it in under 39. So I have improved a bit during that 4 or 5 years, no doubt about it. Maybe hit a little bit of a plateau just now with the pandemic and whatnot and no races, so I haven't really been putting in the speed work as much as I would like, but a definite improvement over 4 or 5 years, and I think that comes down to a sort of a structured approach to the running, certainly over the last year or so. Instead of just doing the same runs week after week after week and not seeing any results. So that's something we'll discuss in future vlogs about how to structure your training to get the most out of it. So another thing that took my running up a notch was joining a running club. I joined the West End Road Runners in Glasgow May 2016, so I've been there for 4.5 years. Like I say, during that time I've shown a definite improvement in my running. The club itself caters to all sorts of runners, from beginners to sub 40 minute 10k guys and girls. And from that I found, my confidence sort of grew. Before I knew it, I'd entered into some 10k races. I didn't even think about being able to do a half marathon. I thought it was beyond me, and now I can do a half marathon in about 1:25, and that's definitely down to finding people who are at your level, finding people who are just a little bit better than you. Well, better being a relative term, but certainly who are a little bit quicker than you, and you can talk to these people, find out how they train, what do they do that you're not doing. So I sort of took all that on board and put it together, and I got something out of it at the end, which was an overall decrease in my times, especially for 5k and half marathon. So that was really good. So that really kept me going in a sort of positive mindset. Something real and tangible came out of it. All of a sudden I was a sub 20 minute for park run, and I was mixing it with some guys that I'd see at park run every week but couldn't get near. So when you get that level of sort of positive reinforcement and positive feedback, it takes you that bit further. You want to explore further and see how further you can push yourself and see what you can achieve. I think most people don't really know what their limits are. They think they know their limits, but you don't really know your limits until you push beyond that limit. So just thinking about that change in performance level from me, my physical fitness changed, but I think overall it was my mindset that changed, my mental image of myself, what I thought I was capable of and what I was actually capable of. They're two completely different things. So if there's one thing I've gained from running over these last 4.5 years, it's about what you're capable of. You don't really know it. you haven't really got a clue what you're capable of. I didn't think I could do a park run in under 20 minutes. Now I would be really disappointed if I done a park run and I got over 20 minutes. So your mindset pushes you that little bit further. That's one of the main things I've got from running over the last few years. Guys, so listen, just to wrap everything up for this sort of introduction, yeah, joining a running club, consistency, you know, physical fitness, but definitely the mindset that I've grew over the last 4 to 5 years. That is definitely the number one reason for my increase in my performance over that time. So just thinking about these vlogs going forward, the first few is just going to be me sort of speaking to the camera and talking about a few topics that I think are relevant to running, and then I'll get out there in the field and bring my camera with me and we'll do some runs and I'll talk about Strava and splits and all that type of thing. So, you know, if this does seem like something that is going to interest you going forward, you know, maybe hit the like button, leave some comments. Some comments are a really good sort of feedback tool that can help me improve and maybe introduce some topics that you would like to see in these vlogs coming forward. And, you know, think about hitting that subscribe button as well. I would appreciate it. I think there's a couple of links. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Strava, so feel free to follow me on those social media platforms, and I'll see you in the next vlog.